Brian Davenport here, and welcome to another episode of On the Vise. Today we're going to be tying a bird of prey caddis. This is a John Anderson pattern. For a hook, we're going to be using a size 14 Scud hook. It's tier's choice for brand. You can tie it in various sizes. For bead, we're going to be using a gold brass bead, gold colored brass bead to match the hook. Thread, we're going to be using an 8/0 Semperfli black thread. We're going to be putting a rib on here of Semperfli 1/69th Mirage Flash. We're going to be using some Hares mask dubbing. I shaved that off a Hares mask myself. We're going to be using some Semperfli Peacock Herl and a Hungarian Partridge Hackle. So let's go ahead and get closer on the vise. So this is what a bird of prey caddis looks like. So let's get this one out. We'll get a fresh hook in there. And we'll tie this up. So I've already debarbed my hook. Got the bead on there. And we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start our thread. Take that back. Don't know what the far. I'm using a Norvise, but you can accomplish this on any vise. We're going to take one of these little brown hackles from a Hungarian Partridge. I'll pull this down. Excuse me. Like so. Get back on camera here. We're just going to clip that out. We want it to look like that. We're going to pinch these together. With the pinch method, we'll bring that up there and tie that in as a tail. A couple loose wraps, and we'll pull that through. We want our tail about the size of the hook gap. Let's go ahead, bring that forward, trim off our excess. Next, we want to put in our Semperfli crystal flash for our rib. There we go. Bring that back. Now we'll take our dubbing and we'll get that on our thread there. I like the natural hare's ear dubbing for the spikes and the guard hairs. Just gives it a little more boogie look. Alright, our first wrap, we want to come behind our rib so it doesn't slide off. We'll go ahead and we'll bring that forward. Make it a tapered body as we go. Alright. Go ahead and do a half hitch right there. Buggy, but not that buggy. Be careful of the point. Put our rib down. And we'll tie off. Clip the excess. All right. Now we're going to take our other Hungarian Partridge, closer up by the neck. I'm going to preen those back. You notice this feather has a concave side. We want the concave side to the back of the hook so that it lays back over our body. Wrap that in. And I like to take this little part right here and fold it back when I tie with the Hungarian Partridge. Then we can come back here. That just secures it real well. We'll cut that off. Left ourselves a nice little landing pad right here for our Hackle and our Peacock Herl. Grab that with our Hackle pliers. Preen these feathers back. And we only want 1.5 reps. A lot of people, when it comes to wet flies and stuff like that, they have a bad habit of over hackling them. Get our stem out. We'll go ahead and make sure that's secured. And then we'll take our Peacock Herl. And if you look at our Peacock Herl, you can see this side, the flumes are much taller than here on the bottom. So what I want to do is I'm going to turn that upside down, trim off some of the end, and you want those pointing to the bottom of the fly. Excuse me. We'll get that secured. Cut off our excess. And now what you want to do is just take that single peacock fiber and notice as I'm wrapping that how those fibers are standing up and making a nice collar on it. Go ahead and cut that off. And we don't want any, a lot of thread showing or anything, so we're just going to secure it and go right into a 4-turn whip finish. Make sure that's tight. And that is our bird of prey. Oh, thank you for joining us for another episode of On the Vise, brought to you by Hackles and Herl Fly Fishing. If you find this content valuable, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and click on that bell to receive notifications of future content. We love to hear feedback from you, so drop a comment below, questions, comments, or give us some suggestions for future videos you'd like to see. We also provide custom order flies, so drop us a DM on social media if you're interested in purchasing some custom ordered flies. Thank you, and have a good day.